welcome to a very special and interesting live video. I hope at least this is going to be a very quick test of one of the new features that we have here in the new version of GarageBand. So just today we have the new version 2.3.7 of GarageBand has been released, and I've been playing with it for part of the day. I've got a video out already, so if you haven't checked that one out, check out my video all about the new version of GarageBand 2.3.7. That is available in the channel there. You can check that out. I will link to it after this video, but I am live right now, so we will jump in and take a look. Now, the reason I have a keyboard here and my phone here with GarageBand and my Lightning to USB adapter, as well as a USB dongle, is that we are going to be doing a test here. We have keyboard shortcuts available in GarageBand iOS now, which means that if we connect the keyboard, we should be able to test out these keyboard shortcuts. So I've got them up on my monitor up here. I've got the shortcuts ready to go so that we can try a few of these out. Now, Apple have said that technically they won't support, well, they didn't say they won't. They said that they support the smart keyboard and a Bluetooth keyboard. So I'm going to test this one out using a USB keyboard. So USB keyboards do work. I've tried them before for actual typing and entering information. So this will be a bit of an experiment to see whether it's going to work here. Now I'm going to go out of my track here in GarageBand. Because connecting something new, we generally want to be outside of the track there. So what I've got here, so this is just my standard USB off-the-shelf Microsoft Natural, I think it's called, keyboard. And then I've got my Lightning to USB adapter. Now I use these a heap. This is just the regular one. I've also got the USB 3 adapter. I've got videos about all of these. If you want to search for these, just search like Pete John's Lightning and you'll find out all about these Lightning to USB adapters. Hello to everyone who's watching this live. We've got Steve, we've got Brian, we've got other folks here joining us live for this experiment. So what we're going to do now is I've got my USB dongle plugged in to my Lightning to USB adapter. We're going to plug that into the iPhone like so. And now we're going to hope that this is going to work, because this could be the biggest fizzer ever if this doesn't actually work with these new keyboard shortcuts. Let's go into my track. We're going to tap on that one. I'm going to tap a little harder so it actually opens. And here we are. We have my track ready to go. Now I'll just go back to the start, although I shouldn't have to do that because now I should be able to, yay, use my keyboard. There we go. Look at that. The up and down keys are going to take us forward and back. Now we can use full stop and comma. They're going to take us one bar at a time through our track, and we've got a whole bunch more here that we can explore. Now, if you've checked this out, you might have noticed that the keyboard shortcuts actually have Option key and Command key, because that's what Apple have on their keyboards. On the smart keyboards or on an Apple keyboard, they're Option and Command, but no problem, because all we need to know is that Command is replaced by Windows key and Option is replaced by the Alt key. So that's what we all need to do here. Hello to Brian, who's watching live here. That's what we need to remember, is that whenever we see, and maybe what I might do is if people want this, I'll do my own custom matrix of the keyboard shortcuts and convert them into a Windows keyboard format as well, just so that we have it a little bit easier. I'll probably do that for myself anyway, so why don't I create that for you folks as well. Now, let's test out a few more of these keyboard shortcuts. We're going to bring this over here. Now, sorry, I know you're not going to be able to see the screen super well there, but I need to sort of get everything in the shot here to test it. We'll bring that down a little bit there. So yes, the up-downs work really well. We've moved side to side. Now, spacebar is going to stop and play. Yep, that's going to sound terrible coming through that speaker. We can create a new track. So Option Command N. So this will test out our Windows Alt and actually prove whether I'm right or not. So let's go Windows Alt N. And there we go, new track. We can add a brand new track. Let's just pretend we're adding an audio recorder track. And yep, there we go. We could record that back to our track view. See, I'm already just going back to the screen here because that's just my default view. But yep, we can be navigating up and down using the arrows here as well. What else have we got? We can solo as the bus goes past. We can solo using the S key. We can mute using the M key. That's pretty cool. So that's going to be cool to just be able to like scroll through here and go, I just want to solo this track, this track, this track. And we'll be all good. Yes, Ponk80, we are live here. We are demonstrating this keyboard shortcuts. I've got my USB, if you're just joining me, I've got my USB keyboard plugged in via this dongle here, my Lightning to USB adapter. I'm running GarageBand version 2.3.7 here on my iPhone, and it is working a treat. I'm just going through the list here and trying just a few of these. Now, undo and redo are always handy. Now, I'm so used to Control Z, but the command, as I said, is the Windows key. So if we go Windows Z, then yeah, look, it's undone that adding the new track. And if I want to add it back in, Windows Alt Z, no, that's not right. Shift Command Z, redo, Shift Command Z. So that's going to be Shift Windows Z to add it back in. I'm getting the hang of this. What do you think? Let me know if you think that this is cool that we have keyboard shortcuts here in GarageBand iOS. Then let me know. Give this video a like and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hello to everyone who is joining me live here as well. Really good to have you. If you're watching on the replay, we've got a lot more live shows coming up here on the channel happening over the weekend. So keep your eye out on the schedule, and I'll give you as much warning as we can as to when those are going to be taking place. Now let's just try a few more of these while we're here. Why not? What else have we got here? So copy, yeah, cut, copy, paste is going to be cool. So what if we select one of these tracks here, and let's do a copy. Yeah, and on an iPad with a keyboard would be awesome. Yeah, it absolutely would. So yeah, if we're using an iPad with the smart keyboard, this would be even easier. So let's just do this. So we're going to do copy, Command C, and then we can go down, 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 Command V. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sorry, I know I get excited by things like that, but if you missed that, we're able to just, let's undo it. Is that an undo? Yep. So undo, undo. So yep, so what we could do, we could come up here and we can copy with Windows C, come down here, Windows V, paste the entire track. Now, yeah, it hasn't lined up the playhead there, so I'm gonna have to experiment a little bit, but remember we've got our comma and our period or full stop key that we can move backwards and forwards there. So that is cool. So not only have I proven that, yes, we can use the USB keyboard and the USB dongle, then we can also use these keyboard shortcuts with this USB. Yeah. Sorry, Ponkady, you had a question there. I don't think we need any power to, if that was what you're asking, we don't need a power adapter for a keyboard. Most keyboards and the USB keyboards are going to work fine. I do have a Bluetooth keyboard, I just couldn't find it, so I will test that out coming up. I don't have one of the smart keyboards, so if any folks have actually tested out the smart keyboard and you have found that to work or not work, then let me know. But I'm pretty darn impressed with this. I don't know about you. Is very, very cool. I'm going to be using this more. Like I said, I'll remember to add a link to the description. If not, go to my other video. There's a link in not in the description, but one of the comments is the link to the Apple chart that has all of the different keyboard shortcuts, because there's about probably 50 of these. No, not that many, about 30, 35 that we can do. We can even go to the help. So if you run out, you can go Option H. Whoop, what have I done? I've crashed it. I think that was to close. I think I pressed the Windows instead of the Alt key. That's probably a good sign that we should finish up here. Thank you again. I thought this was pretty cool and I wanted to test it now, and I thought, why not test it live here now? Yeah, I'm using a battery-powered keyboard right now. That is true. I am using a battery-powered keyboard. So this is a battery-powered keyboard. Good question. If you're using a standard USB keyboard, would it work? We will try that out. Thank you again for everyone who was here live. Thank you for watching on the replay. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, I would love you for that, and you can catch up on a whole bunch of other videos that we have out here. Check out my review or my overview of the brand new GarageBand iOS version 2.3.7 that was out today as well, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.